Hello guys, Michaela here, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another speed build. Today we are working on another collaboration project, which I'm again really excited about, because this is a project inspired by Sakura trees in bloom in particular. So you have like those really beautiful pink trees in bloom, and I thought that was a really cute idea. So the collaboration is hosted by Kinda Anime. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And they are an amazing creator of Sims. I don't think they have a YouTube, but they do have an Instagram, which is absolutely incredible. They are an amazing builder, and I was really excited to join this collaboration when they announced they want to do this, and I thought it was like a really cute idea. So I decided to build a fairly spacious family home in the world of Mount Komorebi, which is kind of inspired by the color of the trees. So there is, I think, 2 Sakura trees outside, which came with the Snowy Escape pack, and there is also like a pinkish purplish color scheme on the inside, which again takes from the colors of the trees, which I thought was a really nice touch. So I worked off of a reference image, which I thought I found on Instagram, on Pinterest, and I absolutely fell in love with it. It took me a while to figure out the shape and how to make it look not huge and like clunky and just big, but I think I figured it out in the end, and I really like the way it turned out. So before I move on any further, let's give you the information about the build. So it's built on a 30 by 20 in Mount Komorebi. It's a 2-bedroom, 3-bathroom home for 4 Sims. So there's 1 master bedroom, and then there's 1 bedroom for 2 kids. And the build comes in at 86,653 simoleons. So it's quite expensive, but for a family of 4, if you like move here when you've played with the family for a while and you've made some money, I think you should be able to afford the house, which I thought is really nice for a family. Yeah. So now we are still working on the general shape and about on the like roofing and what I wanted to do. So it took me a while to figure it out, as I said, because the shape was really nice, but it wasn't exactly easy to figure out how to kind of make things not look huge and just weird. So it took me a while to figure out the color scheme, the like shape and what I wanted to do with it. So I kind of based it off of the reference, but I had to kind of give it my own twist again, because it I obviously had only the front of the house, so I had to kind of figure out the back, and I only did that as well, and I thought that was really cool. I think it turned out, I'm rambling. I think it turned out really cool. So there is a little sunroom where the kitchen is, which I absolutely adore. The kitchen is one of the favorite spaces in the house for me. I used a flooring from, I forgot how the pack is called. It's the kit, Decor to the Max kit, which has like this beautiful pink flooring, which I used in the kitchen, and I absolutely love it. And I think it looks really cute. The floor plan gave me a headache, a huge one, because it took me like 3 days, like 3 separate occasions to figure out a floor plan that would work and that wouldn't look weird. So I kept staring at the layout, and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. I was just completely lost, and it took me a really long time to figure it out. Yeah, embarrassingly long, I'd say. I'm quite good with floor plans, but this was something else. It was difficult to figure out what I wanted to do with them, but it turned out, I think, pretty nice. So at least that's good. So downstairs, you have everything you need. There is a kitchen, dining with the Cottage table, I think it's called, with like the table when you're sitting on the floor. There is a bathroom, there is a living room, and there is an office for one of the parents. I was thinking that this is like a absolutely only female household. So there is 2 moms, and they have 2 daughters. So I was thinking that one of the moms is going to be a designer, and the second one could be, I don't know, a musician, a yoga teacher. There are a lot of skill building items in the house, so they can be pretty much anything they want. Now that I think about it, I probably didn't include the computer here. So maybe you might want to do that. But there is not really a space for it. Unless you put it in the designer's office. You could do that. Yeah, I think you could do that in the designer's office. But I forgot about it. I think I wanted to place it somewhere, but I just forgot. Anyway, sorry about that. Now we're working on landscaping. I used lots of pink because I wanted to keep the color scheme, or like the main theme of the collab going, which is Sakura trees. So that's why there is a lot of pink everywhere, even on the inside. And I think only the kids' bedroom has a little bit of a different color scheme, but it's still purple and orange. So I feel like purple is very close to how a Sakura tree looks. So I feel like that counts. That looks good. And now we're going to work on the back porch. So I actually did some other projects in between building this because it was huge, and I started building this before I was finishing up my final in the middle of June. So it took me a really long time to finish it because it's not small. It's not huge, but it's not small either. So it took me a while to finish it. And so I did something else in between. I think I did a couple of room builds. And when I came back to this house with my sim, it deleted some of the progress that I've made, specifically the interior and like the furniture that I placed. So I had to do the backyard twice and the downstairs twice, but the backyard I did pretty much the same as I did in the first attempt, but the interior I did differently because that's where I was struggling with the floor plan, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to do it because it just felt all weird and just not good. I still feel like the entrance is a bit clunky and not really practical, but that's the only way how I could make it work the way I wanted it to. So yeah, that's what I did. I was really set on making the kitchen in the sunroom, and that kind of led to a whole lot of problems because then I wanted to put the dining room next to it, but then there was so much space and it just looked weird. So yeah, I think you'll see. I think I did the entrance hallway off camera because it took me a while to figure it out. Yeah, embarrassingly long to be exact. So you can see the rough floor plan here. The huge room on the right is going to be the dining and kitchen. Then we have a hallway sort of thing here and a bathroom. Then the second big room is the living room that leads to the office. And I used a lot of platforms here because I want to kind of play with levels and things like that. So the kitchen is sunken, and the hallway that leads to the backyard is also sunken. It was all because I used platforms and on the entrance, so I kind of had to level everything together, which I thought added a nice dimension to the space. Also, just recently, a completely unrelated thing. Do I have any fans of Marvel in here? Because I love Marvel movies, and I recently watched the Doctor Strange movie, and I'm not sure how to feel about it, to be honest. I love Marvel, and I love Doctor Strange. I love the first movie. Was there a first movie? I believe there was. Oh yeah, there was. Yeah. I just said that I'm a massive Marvel fan, and I have to think if there is a Doctor Strange movie. Anyway, moving on. I watched the movie very recently, and yes, it was very different from what I'm used to in Marvel. And I'm not sure if I liked it. It was a little bit creepy and scary, and I'm not a big fan of horror movies. So some of the things that were in the film were a little bit disturbing for me personally, but I'm weird and different, so I feel like maybe other people think it's completely normal, but for me it was different. I liked it, but it took me a while to kind of process what happened in the movie and what I've seen, and just the fact that I don't want to give any spoilers to people that didn't see it, but if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it because it's going to be full of surprises, and yeah, so I highly recommend it. Is I think the end result. So now we are working on the backyard. So I kind of did the floor plan, then moved on to the outside to make it look nice. And this is where you can see that I've already placed some of the things that are there, but the game removed them from me for some reason. I used this absolutely gorgeous swing from the little campers kit, which I absolutely adore. It's incredible. I love it, and I'm going to use it in every single build that I make that kind of, you know, has the vibe for it. But it's so freaking cute. And I think this is where we finished the exterior, and now we're going to move on to the interior again, which is really exciting. So upstairs you have, so I already told you what's down on the inside. Yes, on the inside is in the interior. I already said what's on the first floor, but the second floor is where you can find the bedrooms, and there are 2 bathrooms. One is an ensuite to the master bedroom, and the second one is accessible from the hallway, and that is mainly for the kids that have a bedroom there. So now we are working on the kitchen. I initially wanted to use the furniture in this color, or like this wood color, but I ended up going for like the brown tones, purely because I struggled with finding the right swatch of the Cottage table, and I ended up going with like that brown kind of swatch of it. So that's kind of why I wanted to match the furniture around to the Cottage table. So that's why I changed the color scheme in here. It just every time, or like the entire time I was building, I just couldn't shake the feeling that I didn't really like the build. But I think it's the wallpaper that kind of makes it look weird for me, because I normally use solid wallpapers, or maybe like wood or bricks, but this is like very different, and I think that's what kind of makes it hard for me to like the end result, which I mean is a shame, because it's like really nice and it gives it the like more traditional Japanese vibe, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, it felt weird, but I wanted to keep it, so I kind of tried to make it work. I think it does work, but I'm not like a huge fan of it, but I think it looks cool. Does it make sense? Because I feel like now that I said it out loud, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Anyway, so now I am working on the dining room. So this is where you see the like entrance hallway sort of thingy. So there is like a hallway, I think 2 by whatever 8, which is like only a hallway. So there's an entrance, there is a chair, which obviously has no purpose because you can't really sit down and take off your shoes. And at the end of this hallway there is a dresser, which I thought could be convenient if your Sims maybe come home and they want to change their clothes here, so they can do that. And there's a mirror, and there are entrances to the dining room and the kitchen and the living room on the other side as well. Yeah, as I said, the floor plan kind of gave me a headache. It took me a while to figure it out and to figure out how to do it and how to work on it, but I think it turned out pretty nice. I think the dining room is one of my favorite like parts of the house. I don't know what it is about it, but it just looks so like, cute, with the rug from Dream Home Decorator, and with like the seat, with like the chair from Cottage Living, and the pink, and I don't know, it just looks really cute. As well as the kitchen, I really like the kitchen as well. And I mean, imagine the view. I mean, you would just cook and you could look outside to like the houses around you. I mean, it would be probably better to have a view like this when you're in the middle of nature, but I mean, it could be also nice to like watch what's happening outside. No, just me. Anyway, we've moved on to the living room, which is quite spacious, and it again gave me a headache on how to lay it out, because it's just a weird shape. I mean, I got myself into this mess. I created this floor plan, and yes, it wasn't easy to figure it out, and it wasn't easy to kind of figure out how to make it work, but I think it turned out okay in the end. I'm not 100% happy about like how the build looks, but I think it's not that bad. That's yes, you are making yourself like sound like a master, Michaela. Yeah, I'm good. I used the couch from Snowy Escape. I used a lot of items from Snowy Escape because I wanted to give it sort of that like Japanese vibe, since we're building in Mount Komorebi. So there's a lot of items from Snowy Escape, but I used a lot of packs in this one because I just wanted to, I guess. I've been neglecting my restricted builds a little bit. But there was one which was a shell challenge for Kiwi Simskate's shell challenge, which I did 2 weeks ago, which did pretty horribly on my YouTube channel. But that was a restricted pack build. I only used 3 packs, I believe. But I'm not sure. I have some build like ready to go for the summer because we're going on some vacations with the family, and I'm gonna be studying again for my final, so I wanted to kind of pre-record a little bit, and I'm not sure if I did any restricted pack builds in like among those. I might have not. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I did, but I don't remember. I built a lot at one point, and now I haven't built in like a week, or maybe more than a week, and I just, yeah, I forget about what I do. So I might have, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so we're finishing off the living room. I really like the way it turned out. I initially wanted to include a toddler in here as well, so that's why there is like that chair, which I think a child can use as well. But I initially had a toddler in mind, but because I only floor planned in one bigger bedroom, I didn't want to put like a toddler and a kid together. So I imagined that this family has like really young kids with just turned kids, so they have their own bedroom. Maybe they're twins, maybe one of, yeah, I don't know. I just did a room for them together because I don't know, because I did. And this is the office for the designer. I want to kind of change my statement. I said before that the dining room is my favorite like room of the house, but I think this is my favorite. I absolutely love how it turned out. I love all the pink. I love how the layout is. I would love an office like this, but with, you know, a lot more computers, so I could maybe stream and play games there. But it's really exciting, and I love the office so much. Speaking of exciting, we've got new internet, and I am incredibly excited about that because now I can upload my videos whenever I want without killing the internet for everybody else. So I can upload my videos during the day, which is incredible. So I can do some last minute videos, which I hate to do, but you know, sometimes if we get a new pack, that's all I can do because I want to get a video out for you fast. But that means that the only obstacle in me streaming now is my computer, which is probably the bigger one, obviously, because getting a new computer can be pretty expensive. But I am working on that because I am out for a scholarship for good grades, which I should, which I might receive at the end of the year. So I would like to use that money to kind of invest them into a computer because it should be a pretty nice amount of money. So hopefully I will be able to purchase a house like that. Not a house. I'm sorry. I'll be able to purchase a computer that can manage streaming, and I will be able to start streaming as well. I still haven't decided 100%, but I think if I ever start streaming, I might stream on YouTube instead of Twitch, because I don't really plan on streaming a lot, like 4 times a week, for example. I would rather do like maybe once or twice a week because, you know, I have some like back issues and I don't want to spend as much time behind my computer. So I think like twice a week might be good. So that's why I think that YouTube might be a better alternative to Twitch, because I feel like Twitch needs you to be consistent. Yeah, I haven't thought it through 100%, but that's where I am right now. Because, I don't know, I just like it. Anyway, we are finishing off the bedroom for the two kids. I used this bed from Tiny Living, which kind of inspired the color scheme here. So unlike the rest of the house, this room uses the lighter wood swatch, which, yeah, I thought it was cute. I love the bed, so that's why I wanted to do that. And obviously the Tiny Living furniture doesn't have that brown swatch that I needed, so that's why I went with a little bit of a different color scheme. I mean, it's pretty natural to have like a different color scheme for like wood if you buy like a set for your kids. So I thought that was kind of realistic. I also made this really cute outside play space for the kids. So there is some of the items from the little campers kit, and they can play here, which I thought was like a really cute idea. And I mean, it's not practical when it rains, that's for sure, but I don't know, I just felt like it was really cute, and it came to me when I was finishing the shell that it would be like a really nice idea to do exactly that with this area of the house, and I absolutely love how it turned out. It's just gorgeous. So now we're working on this like pretty spacious hallway between like the spaces. So there is a yoga space, a meditation stool as well. There is a couple of bookcases, and there is music instruments. So technically the other sim, who is not the designer, could be a musician, or they could be a yoga instructor, and just some of them love music. But you could make the other sim pretty much anything you want to, because yeah, there's plenty of things to do for all of your sims, which I thought was really nice. I also changed the floor plan of the bedroom a little bit because I wanted to place the plants out here, which I thought was really nice, and it looked really cute. I know I use the word cute too much, but I can't be bothered anymore because I think everything is cute. And now we're finishing off with the bedroom for the parents. So I did the remaining two bathrooms off camera because they were pretty much identical to the one that I did downstairs. I used the same furniture, they're just a little bit smaller. So I think the ensuite has like the open shower from Snowy Escape, and the second bathroom, which is for the kids, has, I believe, a tub in it. So you have everything you need for your sims. So there is a shower tub, there is a shower downstairs, shower in the ensuite, and a tub in the like kids bedroom, so you can choose where you want to bathe your sims. Because I thought it was going to be an all female household, that's why I put the lesbian pride flag here. I believe that's a lesbian pride flag. I don't want to be wrong and say wrong things, but I think it's a lesbian pride flag. And I placed it above this like vanity sort of thing, where I placed some like makeup and some like hair products and things like that. I also placed a dresser and some other clutter as well, and I also placed a massage chair from Spa Day, which I thought was really a nice touch. Maybe like the moms like to give each other massages, or maybe they like pay someone to come. Anyway, we're almost at the end of today's speed build. Definitely check out the other people that participated in the collab. I will link their profiles in the description, and if you want to download this build, you can get it on my gallery. My ID is michaelasimsyt, or you can get it on my Ko-fi page, which is link is downstairs in the description box below. And I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, and if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It would mean a lot to me. And thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!